Welcome back to Living 808. Impaired driving, it's dangerous. It's the cause of more than half of all car crashes. Now, with the 4th of July holiday just around the corner, the Department of Transportation wants to make sure people are safe and arrive alive. Joining me now, we've got Ed Sniffen, who is with the Department of Transportation, and Officer Jason Mike. Hello, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us. Thanks so much for having us here.
Ed, why don't we start with you? You know, a lot of people now are starting to make plans for the 4th of July. What do you want to share with them?
You know, we are at DOT hope that everybody enjoys the holiday. Celebrate it for everything it means to them, enjoy their friends and family, and a lot of times it means drinking, a lot of alcohol in the parties that they go to, and that's fine as long as they drink responsibly and avoid driving. We'd love everybody to make one choice this holiday, is to make sure that they don't drink and drive. For DOT nationally, we're seeing that a third of the fatalities that occur have alcohol related. So if we can just avoid that choice, or make that choice to avoid drinking and driving, we can save a bunch of lives. Here in Hawaii, we have about 40% of our fatalities all attributable to alcohol. Last year, 120 people died on our highways. 30 people would have gone home if we made the choice to drink, not to drink and drive.
Okay, those are some startling statistics, you know, and it's so preventable.
Absolutely, and
right?
that's the tragedy of this whole thing. It's a choice, 100% preventable by a choice. Do not drink and drive.
Okay, Officer Mike, what is HPD doing to raise awareness about impaired driving?
Well, in addition to sobriety checkpoints, we're going to have legacy sobriety checkpoints. Now, these checkpoints are done with permission of family members who have a family member who has died from the hands of an impaired driver. So we dedicate these checkpoints to these family members. We print out flyers that have listed on hobbies and the stories of that person who has passed away. And we try to make a connection with driver and passenger so that maybe if they're ever faced with a situation where they're either dealing with an impaired driver or maybe impaired themselves, they're able to stop and think about that story we've shared and able to save a life down the road.
So these families are sharing their stories and we can read about them. You're going to have, is it in print or?
Yes, ma'am. So we print out a flyer and it has all the information on there. And it's just basic stuff, you know, what high school they went to, what sports they played, the hobbies, maybe their future aspirations or goals prior to passing away. And just to make a personal human connection with that driver and passenger to be able to show, hey, there's something that can happen. It's not a victimless crime.
Yeah, that's great because you're putting a face, you're putting a story to that. So, you know, people reading them go, you know, that could be my neighbor, that could be my child, right?
Exactly.
Well, 4th of July, right around the corner, what is HPD doing to get ready for that?
Well, in addition to sobriety checkpoints, there are going to be more police vehicles on the roadway. I mean, this Independence Day holiday, if you're caught driving impaired, you're going to be arrested. You know, and our biggest thing is not to make arrests. We want to save lives. You look at between 2012 and 2016, just here in Hawaii alone, we had 9 traffic fatalities. 6 of those resulting from drugs or alcohol being used. So we have to make our roadways safer, just for everyone. Because at the end of the day, we're all using these roadways, our Ohanas are using these roadways, we have to make them safe.
I'm glad you also mentioned drugs because impaired driving is not just alcohol, right? It encompasses all of those, even medication, right? You never know how you're going to be after taking even prescription medication.
So you add in the drugs into the impairments. It's over half of the fatalities are caused by drug and alcohol. Wow. So again, if you're looking at 120 people who died last year, over 60 of them go home if we make that choice.
Yeah. The consequences of impaired driving, very, very serious. Not only are you putting your life in danger or those that you love, but it can also be a financial burden, right? What are the financial responsibilities with that?
Well, if you look at it, I mean, the average financial cost for driving impaired and being arrested is roughly around $10,000. That includes legal fees, court fees, getting your vehicle towed, rising insurance premiums, trying to get your license back, the amount tolls. Not only that, you have to suffer with the embarrassment of dealing with your family, your friends, of knowing that you could have put somebody's life at risk, or you did put somebody's life at risk. So there's a lot at stake to driving impaired.
Right. Ed, we're almost out of time, but tell us, like we said earlier, this is preventable. So what are some tips that you have for people so that they're not driving impaired?
That's perfect. First, make the choice that they're not going to drive impaired. Go have fun at your parties. And if you're going to drink, then make plans not to drive. Have somebody available to pick you up. Call a taxi, call Uber or Lyft, or call a tow truck. Whatever you can do to make sure that you don't get on the road impaired and save people's lives that way.
Yeah, there's so many choices nowadays, so there's really no excuse, right?
Absolutely.
But I agree, the best thing to do is to not even take your car out. Because all of my friends are like, I know that I'm going to be drinking, so I'm going to take a cab, take an Uber, so that you're not even tempted to drive
Perfect.
home, right? All right, well, thank you both so much for being with us today. This is a very important message. All right, coming up after the break, we are going to have much more here on Living 808. Stay with us.